my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery. Hey, today I'm bringing you one that my guy Jacob Lamb gave to me. It's the Recon 1 XL Tanto and Cts-Xhp. It is a bad motor scooter. It is fully serrated, or this part is fully serrated. Here is the Voyager. From my understanding, the Recon 1 was first, and then the Voyager came. It's the same damn knife. Attaboy, Scab. Hey, that's old Scab hands balling. Listen, before we get into the video, and I'll show you more, I'll do a little comparison on knives before we move on. 22 veterans a day in this country take their own lives. Vets, I love you. You have a place here. That is our flag of hope. It flew in Afghanistan. It was a flag of hope there, and it's a symbol all around the world. Vets, I love you. You have a place here. We back to blue over here. We support Leo. Scab, how in the world do you do that? Well, we don't break the damn law, son. I can't get it out. And finally, if you are an addict like I am, you never quit quitting. Well, we're not going to be in here long. We don't need to be. I did want to show you kind of the difference. Here's the Recon 1 handle. And I'm not doing this again where I cut myself. I've cut myself with the damn thing 2 times already. And there is the Voyager handle. Now, the Voyager has, they're both the Griv X or whatever they call it. The Voyager is way more rough. I am not a fan of the handle feel on the Voyager. For that, I do like the Recon 1. He'll give you the Captain Electro thickness test. They're the same thickness. Neither have the Emerson wave technology. But the more I carry this knife, the more I love this knife. Now, a lot of people say, Scab, I don't like serrations, and I get it. Here's the deal. If the knife is fully serrated like this is, or like my Tiger Claw, I'm fine with it. I like it. I don't like partials. It is an aesthetics thing with me. You can disagree. I can't tell you what to like and not like. I just don't like the aesthetics of it. I like this knife. Now, some people say, Scab, I don't like it because I can't sharpen it. And of course, I lost my sharpener. I can tell you this, with cold steel, they have one side is serrated. The other is just straight. So if you want to sharpen it, I really take my work sharp and say the belt's like here. Like if this is the belt, I use a very, very fine grit, and I just go right like this. If you're going to sharpen it with a slight file, just straight up. You're just standing that edge right back up. Now, they make a lot of little pull-through sharpeners. Not a fan of them. Hear me out. On those pull-through sharpeners, a lot of times they'll have like a file, a long file. You simply take the file and go down, you know, just like that with a rounded file. I'll find one and do it for you. I want to send a shout out to 2 people. One is DJ Horn. I just got in my 4Max, the one that I got from D-Bad. I about screwed that thing up on the work sharp. I told y'all from the beginning, if you're new here, this is a work in progress. You know, we're learning as we go and trying to learn as we go. So that's the thing. I'm trying to look this way so my eye don't float. DJ, I sent it to him. Dude did an amazing job. I'm going to put a bunch of pictures and quick videos on Insta so y'all can check that out. It's first shout out. DJ, I love you, my brother. DJ's an OEM. He worked for Southern Grind. He's doing some things with the DPX guy who is super cool. DJ's super knowledgeable. He is a professional knife maker. He is an OEM. He's in our Discord some. He's on Instagram. Check out DJ Horn. Now, my next and last shout out before we hit the stump is Not Your Average EDC. It's a young lady. I believe her name is Erica. She does an amazing job. I don't know how long she's been doing it. I know she's got a pretty good Instagram presence, but she's at like 400 and something subs on YouTube. I'm going to put a link in the description below. She is an intelligent young lady. She is an articulate young lady, and she has been sober for some time. I watched a video today. I need to watch more and kind of follow along on her, but she'd fit right in here. Go to Not Your Average EDC. Tell her Scab sent you. Give her a sub. I'd appreciate it. All right, guys. Without any further ado, the Recon 1 XL Tanto fully serrated blade. Meet me at the stump, won't you? My thing's broke, so I gotta get it. Well, thank you, Scab. I think I will. Now, guys, we're going to do the D-bad drop test and the D-bad throw it at the stump test. When I throw it at the stump, I want you to pay attention. That is one singular piece of nylon rope on the stump. It's just like ski rope or whatever. Now, the knife is very well balanced, feels good in hand. Cut that thing right in half, son. I couldn't do that again if I tried. I just did it again and I didn't even try. Just to kind of go to show you the sharpness of the knife, that really happened and it sure wasn't planned. But that just shows you the tip is sharp as well. Now, the tip, or the from point to point, is not serrated. The full length of the blade is, but not the actual Tanto point. Looking good there, Scabber. Good job, son. Now, there's a ton of feeling on serrations. I can't help the way you feel. That's not the point of this video, to try to persuade you. I am not a serrations guy. I will say this, the two knives that I have, and I only have two, with serrations are fully serrated, and I carry one or both daily. I don't like the aesthetic, but I love the functionality of them. And the point of this video is not to sell you on serrations, it's to show you what this knife can do. Can this knife do everything else another knife can do? Yeah, and you'll see that. Now here's some of my fat wood. You see the little curly cues just coming off of there. We will do a fat wood Friday sometime this weekend. I'm still working on my schedule, so you know, it is what it is. But I love the Fatwood Friday stuff. I love that community. I watched a video today from Matt Pearson, and I love Matt. He's a great dude, has a great channel. And my guy Carl Ruger had sent him a flag and some Fatwood. And that's the way Carl is, man. He's just a salt of the earth dude, and Matt's a salt of the earth dude. So it was an awesome video. Now here's that nylon rope again. And just to show you, now somebody made the comment the other day that Lynn Thompson had said serrations are 3 times sharper. You know, Lynn says a lot of stuff. He said he saved a lot of humans and 4 horses with big knives, and he probably has, because it's Lynn Thompson. And I love Lynn and I love cold steel, but I don't know that this knife is 3 times sharper. I got a knife in today from DJ Horn. I promise you, no serrated knife's 3 times sharper than. But that's, again, not the point. This is a great knife. It's a great functional knife. My guy Jacob Lamb gave this to me, and that's one. He gave me this, and he gave me the Tiger Claw, both fully serrated. And I carry them, one, because I think the world of Jacob. 2, the more I carry them, the more I like them. I really, really do. I will do a sharpening video on serrations. I'm not super great at a plain edge, but I can sharpen up some serrations. And I know that was a poor example up front, so I'll be glad to do that for you. If you're new with us, a new subscriber, and we've gained quite a few over the past month or so, the goal of my channel, we don't really ooh and ah, you know, with stuff right out of the box unless it just knocks our socks off, and some do. But the other side of that is, my goal on this channel is to show you the functionality of the knife. Now, again, this is some of my wondrous IT stuff. Thank God it's only 47 seconds because I'm showing you again. I thought it was, you know, worth me throwing it and showing y'all twice. Attaboy, Scab. What a dumbass. I ain't editing that out. I got to get ready for work. But what I didn't mention a while ago, some of the stabbing, the Voyager handle with that real grippy stuff has some hot spots. This Recon Tanto XL, well, thank you again, Scab. This Recon Tanto XL has 0 hot spots. It did not hurt my hand at all. None, 0, nil. And if I would have picked up that fat wood, just I'd have thrown this phone across the room. I really hope I've only re-shown one segment, and I apologize for that. Now, pool noodle, just showing you some quick slices here. You see the knife grabbing, biting, doing what it's supposed to do. I love this knife. And the other reason, going back to my point about showing you what the knife can do, I try to cut all different kinds of mediums, whether it's foam, plastic, rope, wood, you know, anything like that that will show the functionality of this knife. It handled everything, and we're going to do like a little bit of shrub clearing. Now here, a cardboard box is no match for this knife. That ain't the point. But I wanted to show you some of these good slashes. It's a great, well-balanced knife. It went straight through, straight through. I need to probably find a way to put the box in place, but you know, it's old scab. What can you expect? Now, look at that. Just tearing it up, son. If a box ever tries to fight me, it will lose. I guarantee you. Well, I might get winded doing it, but you know. No, the knife is super comfortable in hands, super light. That's the thing. A lot of guys always say, well, scab, it's ridiculous. That must have been my go-to move today, throwing my arms up. I don't know what the hell I was doing. They are big, and if you're not used to carrying it, I understand, but if you're not used to carrying it, you're not really qualified, or if you don't carry one, you're not really qualified to have an opinion on if it's ridiculous or not. I mean, seriously, dude, think about it. If you've never carried something, you don't know the balance of it, well, you know, that's like me carrying one of your T90 knives and going, this is stupid. I'd be wrong for doing that. So, I don't know how we got here, probably because I like to see people argue with me in the comments. I don't know. That way I can go into scab petty balling mode. But here you see here, with just some light shrub clearing, it did the job. And if you know me, guys, I have a dry sense of humor. I'm not, just please, y'all, just work with me on it, okay? Now, right here, we're going to do, what are we doing? Okay, there you go, Scabber. We're going to cut a little water hose with it, right there, 12-inch. Cut it slap in twain, son. Got a good bite right there. The water hose, really, truly, honestly, I'm just going to be honest with you. I love the damn knife. The serrations are growing on me. Again, I don't like partially serrated blades, okay? But a full serrated blade, something like this, I found to be highly functional. I really like it. And again, on the partial, it's just aesthetics, guys. If you like it, tremendous. Now, we're using the tip again there, and you see it. The tip is sharp as well. And what I'm calling the tip is from point A to point B. You know, I'm not going to sit here and try to figure out the correct term for it. Probably should, but then you'd be disappointed that I actually knew something. So, devastating cutting power right here. Good penetration. And it just kept going through it. You say, what's hard about this? Well, nothing, but as that bottle collapses, sometimes you don't get the good stabs. Now, we're going to go for a double right here. Well, scab looking lean there. About down to 291, I believe. Pop, pop. I cut that thing 4 times, son, and it got it. I'm working on it. I'm getting the double cut pretty decent. That's just something we got to work on more and more. Thank you, Scab. Looking good there, boy. Now, we got a little piece coming up here. Here's an old piece of oak, kind of like an old walking stick, just dried out. Let's see what the serrations do. Well, they do what they're supposed to do. Got some really good cuts on it. Y'all seen with the fat wood how I got some really good curly cues. After doing some different cutting and things, I wanted to do some of this. Now again, when I do these tests, I take about an hour to hour and a half's worth of cutting and condense it down to, you know, like 10 minutes. So there are times where I get some really good cuts in and some that ain't really that good. So we have to try to find a happy medium. Do I like the knife? Absolutely. I think it's well balanced. I love the handle. There's no hot spots. Cts-Xhp gets high marks across the board. It is not difficult to sharpen. I've had good luck with it. And Jacob really, I think he said he paid like $140 something, but it retailed at like $189. And these things are hard to find. So Jacob, my brother, thank you so much for this. Now, this part, I'm not sure what the hell I'm doing here, so we're just going to have to watch it. Guys, when I do okay, now I'm driving. There we go. There's old Scab. Let's see what we're doing. I had gone to pick up some Larry's Giant Subs for dinner before I go to work, so I know it can't last too long because there's at least one more segment in here, so just bear with me. Here's some of Scab's good driving. Not only do we ride around and holler at people, I'll show you some driving techniques. I may start a driving channel, you never know. Now, here's some palmettos, and let's see if the Recon Tanto, I probably turned the damn camera off, is probably what I did and didn't catch anything. But let's just see. Yep, attaboy, Scab. I realize there. Now I remember it. Attaboy. Well, listen. It goes through these palmettos. Do I recommend the knife? Absolutely, I do. I'll try to put an affiliate link on some kind of Recon Tanto in the description. My guy Mikey says it best: never give up, never surrender, and everything will be all right. Mikey's true. I'm Scab. You're not. And I'm gone, son.